So, real quickly, since you're here, it is now always the highlight of our annual meeting is the presentation of the Woman of the Year and the Man of the Year, and Deborah will do the presentation for the Woman of the Year.
I will. Okay. So, good evening, everybody. As last year's Woman of the Year, it is my honor, and let's be honest, my delight, to present this year's award. And now we know that Adath is filled with remarkable women, but there's one woman amongst us who has managed to touch just about every committee and every event and every bulletin, quite literally, that we have. She has served on the Education Committee, the Mosaic Committee, the Membership Committee, the Chesed Committee, and even the Cemetery Committee. And when she commits, she commits. She's helped at youth programs, she's run trips through her local recreation department. She's supported schools and community events with a smile. She usually says, sure, I can do that too. When you need someone to set up a table, she's there. Mahjong tournament, she's there too. She's not just playing, she's enthusiastic. A last-minute helping hand, she's ready to do that before you finish the sentence. She's truly always up to Annie's task, which is what many of us have learned to say, let's just ask her. People often say, and I'm going to go backwards because I like to keep you in suspense. People often say she's one of the nicest people that they've ever met. I quote that from several people, and they mean it. She's not just always nice, she's joyful, dependable, gracious, and full of rare, kind spirit that makes everything around her just a little bit better. This honoree has always led with heart, and she doesn't seek attention, but she absolutely deserves it. She's a pioneer. That's going to give some of it away. Quite literally, many years ago, she stepped into history as one of the first women to become a bat mitzvah with Rabbi Grossman at Adath in our old building. She was married by Adath's first rabbi, Rabbi Green, and started volunteering here when she was young, folding, stamping, and mailing out what we used to call the bulletin. Before most of us knew how to use a return label, she was part of Adath's fabric for a very, very long time, and somehow still manages to breathe a breath of fresh air into every room that she walks into. She is a grandmother, a friend, a role model, and a force of nature, and tonight she becomes something much more. It is my pleasure to announce Adath's 2025 Woman of the Year. Please join me in surprising and honoring the incredible Etta Bragg. Sponsor right now. Give us one moment. So this says, Adath Israel Congregation presents this testimonial to Etta Bragg. In recognition of her dedication and service to the congregation, we bestow upon the title of Woman of the Year. And it is beyond, I've done this like 7 times for you. It's amazing. Her continuing willingness to serve has earned her sincere gratitude and respect. And we're just going to pause for 1 moment, okay? So just look around at all of these people who are come over here. Lisa's going to hurry. Hurry, Lisa. See, Jay, we haven't said too many times, right, Jay? You haven't counted many at all, right? Good, Lisa. Very nice. And here is her beautiful family and friends. And now if you'd like to say a few words.
Oh my God, I'm like, you certainly don't do things, to get this, because sometimes I think I get more out of doing things than the actual doing. And I think it gives life, it makes my heart full to do these things. Many of you know that my grandfather, Harris Levin, was one of the founding members 102 years ago. And to think that this is fifth generation right here in Adath. Where my parents were married, and I was married, and bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, cousins, all that kind of thing. And where Brenda Solomon and I went to Hebrew school together. There's just so many roots here that you can't undo the roots, So anyway, I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much.
Our very next bar mitzvah right here.
Congratulations to Etta. I've only known her since junior high school. 7th grade, okay. So it is now my pleasure to call on Ben Charlin to come up and tell us who will be the Man of the Year.
Good evening, good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank Adath Israel Congregation for allowing me this honor to present tonight's Man of the Year Award. Now, I have to admit, I've had the privilege of presenting many things in life, legal arguments, real estate contracts, even the occasional bowl of hummus at a family gathering. But never before have I had the opportunity or honor of presenting something quite as meaningful as this award, and certainly never someone quite like our recipient. Now, before I reveal who he is, let me paint you a picture. This man has been a member of Adath Israel for 50 years, for over 50 years. That's right, 5 decades. That means he's been a member as long as I've been alive. And in that time, he's done more than just show up for services. Walls, literally. He's worked and orchestrated the team for the new HVAC system, various systems around the building. He's a force behind many things that just work around here. If you heard the security system chirp, well, you can thank him. You know that when you leave the front door open, right? So. He's not only a problem solver, he's also an engineer by profession. He approaches life like an engineer, thoughtfully and logically. He has been and will be a critical component of the CHB land sale, and to say the least, this is a complicated endeavor. He was born in Israel, probably given away now, but a land of strength and resilience and innovation, and he brought all of that with him here. When he was a kid, he once met Prime Minister or former Prime Minister Golda Meir and even rode in her limo. Now, some people meet their heroes and say it changed their lives, but he probably asked about the gas mileage of the limo. He loves cars, specifically Lexus cars. He has a wonderful family, 2 sons, 2 daughter-in-laws, 3 grandchildren, and of course his lovely wife. His family is his source of pride and love. They are his greatest accomplishments, unless, of course, you count the time when he was able to get Lexus to donate funds to Adath Israel. That's right, Lexus. Who does that? This guy. He is a wheeler, a dealer, and an honorary member of every building committee, whether he asked for it or not. Now, you might not know that he's also an animal lover. He has a tank full of fish at his home. One looks like Finding Nemo. They are his beloved pets. He feeds them, he talks to them. And at one point, he even helped save the endangered turtles on the CHB property. And one more thing, he's not a Yankees fan, but around here, he is the Aaron Judge of Adath Israel. A power hitter, reliable, consistent, and capable of knocking it out of the park. Not with his bat, but with his determination to get things done. And after all that, you may still be wondering, who is this mystery man? Or maybe not at this point. But you might be sitting here thinking, wait, I know someone like that. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our Man of the Year, Abe Abramovich.
Chuck, this is it. You can say surprise. You can say surprise, though.
Rarely I'm speechless.
And also, we should say that Abe is truly in a league of his own. There's only one other, there was one other person who's received this award twice, and that was Rudy Lowenstein. So this is really, really accomplishment. Mazel tov.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh,
So it says, Adath Israel presents this testimonial to Abe Abramovich in recognition of his dedication and service to the congregation. We bestow upon him the title Man of the Year. His continuing willingness to serve has earned him our sincere gratitude and respect.
thank you very much. And as Etta just said, you don't do this for the reward. You do this because it needs to be done, and there's a satisfaction of getting it done. So we'll keep doing it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated.